Hey YouTube viewers, hashtag my global family. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita reality dose. Today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2020, and I'm here with Mo, my therapy unicorn, and we are here to talk about a very important topic today that has come up a lot over the last couple of months and throughout my year. So you guys know I talk a lot about trauma. It defines my life and it is the centerpiece for a lot of my work. And COVID is honestly a global form of historic trauma, right? And so getting through the day, making sure that we do what we need to make sure our families are fed and taken care of, making sure ourselves are fed and taken care of. A lot of that has to do with self-care and our emotionality, right? Uncertainty, as human beings, we hate being uncertain. And COVID, unfortunately, has brought a lot of the inequalities of our society to the forefront. And so our emotions have been rocky, you guys. Depression is real. Suicide is real, right? I talk about having my own scares with suicide, right? Surviving an academic predatory relationship. I'm working on a manuscript currently in which I literally talk about grad school should not put you at risk for rape, predatory relationships in which your academic work is stolen, a situation in which professors have power over your very life. There's been cult-like environments that are created in higher education. There is rape and sexual harassment that happens. There's a lot of issues, you guys. And the reason I talk about them is so that we could do something about them, right? I'm not a particularly brave person. I have a lot of confidence because I've overcome a lot. And you guys, that makes us more powerful, right? If you are a survivor of trauma, damn it, you're a fucking superhero and you are powerful. I write as a person who has a medical marijuana card because that is a medicine and it saved my life numerous times, saves my life every day, you guys. And I'm tired of the shaming and the deconstruction of who we are as people and the shaming of us, right? The criminalization of Black and brown bodies, the shaming of people who use medical marijuana as a medicine, the war on drugs, right? All of these that are politically created with an agenda have hurt and devastated our communities. The reasons we are in poverty right now, the reason that I'm struggling and fighting for a place in academia as a woman who's a bisexual, PTSD, trauma survivor, Native American scholar activist, is that we're getting pushed out, you guys. We are not able to have job security, right? We have to wait until we're tenured, which is what, like 8 to 10 years after we've started, to be safe enough to say something to advocate against for our students. I can't wait that long, you guys. I can't wait until I'm deeply entrenched in the system to try to make change or to try to advocate for my students or my community. So today I'm talking about fear because I've been seeing it all around us, right? We are in fear. We're in fear for our lives. We're in fear for our jobs. We're in fear for our families. We're in fear for our futures. If you don't have inherited wealth right now to lie back on, you're worried, right? I have a wonderful family and support. I have a partner who even at 75% salary is holding down our household, right? If I had to, we can pull on our lightness and our Ivy League degrees, and I could probably try to get a job if I had to. If I had to drop out of school tomorrow to support my family, I probably could. But that is not the case for millions of Americans, nationally, globally, right? I literally have people with PhDs and can't get jobs because of intersections of citizenship, racism, prejudice, xenophobia, Islamophobia. Take your pick, you guys. There are a lot of things that are happening that are not moral right now that are based on fear, right? We're not going to hire you because you might not fit in. And I'm ranting on academia is closed. That's continuing to be my theme because for the last couple of years, my colleagues of color have not been able to make it, have not had these wild success stories of you get your PhD, you go home and you save your community. Not even save, serve your community. Serve. Even though I do talk about being a superhero, right? We need ordinary people to step up and save our communities. We got to save ourselves, y'all. The government is not doing it. That is amply clear that no one in the government is here to save us. Democrats are still playing with their lives to make Trump look bad. That's not good enough, you guys. I don't have faith in these traditional institutions. They're not there to serve us. They've only been there to keep themselves in power. And damn it, I'm tired of it. As an up-and-coming academic, I am here to wake up academia, to shake it up and say what we've been doing is hurting us. What we've been doing is wrong, right? I just came from a meeting and we're talking about fear, and I'm talking about the violence of academia, and I'm sick of having these conversations with my Black and brown and poor white peers and people who are marginalized, my LGBT community. And we all have horror stories. We all have these things that aren't supposed to happen to us in academia, right? Why am I talking about rape and harassment? Why am I talking about theft of academic work? Why am I talking about getting PTSD because your professors are harassing you? These things are happening regularly to our people, right? Bootstrapping mentality, meritocracy. These are myths and these are ideologies that are false and that have been deconstructed in academia. Bowles and Gintis, right? Schooling is capitalism. White fragility. My partner and I just had a debate about white fragility, right? And the critiques that are happening. People are like, oh, well, it's the movement thing. People are trying to read the book right now and it's on the #1 bestsellers list. And look at society, quick fix, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? As a woman of color, as a critical race scholar, as an intersectional scholar, as a whiteness scholar, as a Native American woman, I feel freaking happy that people are reading that book. I'm glad. I don't care if it's a hashtag movement at the moment. If people are willing to do something, to learn something, to train something, I don't care if it's peer pressure. If they're trying to become better people because of a hashtag, I'm okay with it, you guys. We need to be doing more things to save ourselves. We need to start controlling this motherfucking fear before it controls us. Let's support each other and let's make it not a hostile environment where speaking out about the harm done to us means we lose our jobs. I don't want that to be my future. I don't want to go into academia right this second because I'm going to be abused. I'm going to go in as a low-level professor, have to keep my mouth shut, my head down until 5-10 years passes? Make sure I don't upset all my white students so they don't rip me up in my surveys at the end of the semester. Professors of color, LGBTQ professors, as one of the only openly bisexual professors, adjunct professors at my institutions, I've had a lot of students who have come to talk to me about issues that they're facing. This is violence that you think happened in the 1950s, right? Pre-civil rights movement. It's happening in 2020. It is not acceptable for any of our students to be going through this violence on the daily, much less accept it as normal and take it. I can't do this anymore, you guys. We have to do something different. We have to create a new way of thinking, a new way of schooling, a new way of educating ourselves. We deserve better. We deserve respect. We deserve to learn about ourselves. I'm tired of debating with folks on the merits of ethnic studies. Hell yeah, I should learn about myself in my school. As a person of color, as a Native American woman, there's more to natives than Pocahontas and Sacagawea. We have to demand better, y'all. Our lives are depending on it. As always, I love you. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita Reality Dose. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you mañana. Oh, and bye from Mo, my therapy unicorn.